Hi guys, Julia here. Okay, so after a long break, I'm back with some Final Fantasy 14. And just in time for the Moonfire Faire event, which is like the summer event with swimsuits, fireworks, all that fun stuff. So let me go do that event, and then I'll continue with the Endwalker story. Earning your water wings. Raider shine, ceaseless, unrelenting shine. Mayaru Moyaru will ensure adventurers are aware of the Moonfire Faire. So I get an inflatable log raft. Okay. Ahoy, Gia. Wouldn't you rather be frogging in the ocean waves than sweltering in the sun-baked Omenson streets? Luckily, the Moonfire Faire is upon us once again. Well, I mean, it's raining, so I don't know about the sun part. The sun-baked part. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for the Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, the people of Azora, right? Eorzea, sorry, but a potential petitioner or prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Lamine, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, enduring cannons, Julius, everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat, but not for my duties. Can you sit down to Costa del Sol, and speak with Grand Chaperone Ayermanda to join the summer fun. Alright then, let's go to Costa del Sol. And since I'm such a cheapskate, I'm gonna use the cheap way to get there. I'll take the ferry. Oh, and it's raining here too. So yeah, this ship was here last year. I guess they wouldn't make something so big and grand for just 1 year. Might as well have it for another year. Not as many people here right now. Of course, it is kind of early. Ah, Gia, Moyaru roped you in a game this year, didn't he? Always glad to have you on board. The Moonfire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lamine's splendor has spread far and wide, and folks have journeyed from across the realm to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Still, expecting those who've never so as much smelled the sea breeze plunge headfirst into the spray, well, you don't always go to Quan. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drownings, or boredom. So we thought of a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle. A little more gentle, like. And we could use the help of adventurers such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Fabiano? She's down to the sands below him. I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you the details. No, I don't remember her at all. Ouch. Oh, if it isn't Gia, how lovely to see you. I remind us sent you along, didn't he? Perfect timing. Many of our fair doors are gently coughing around water, you see. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far, particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce... our inflatable mog raft, trial vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. Adorable and practical, if I say so myself. Spacious enough for guests for any size to lounge comfortably above the water, listening to the lapping of the waves with a sigh on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? The sun's dying out right now, so being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the rafts on a predetermined course around the shallows. One we ensured was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Yeah, sure, why not? Wonderful, I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you, and we can get the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoy the maiden voyage. Alright, so I'm actually not dressed for the occasion. But even though it's raining, I'm gonna put on my swimsuit. Okay, now I'm dressed up for the occasion. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. The two young ladies here have come all the way from Gdynia to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Mikote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Perhaps it will set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her? I will. Nice swimsuit. I can't do it. Just look at how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone. I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous waking. No, I can't. Come now, Lo. You'll be alright. We won't stray far away from the shore, remember? And look, here's our adventurer escort. I do apologize. She was so looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have woken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her. I'll protect you no matter what. I can fell anything in this ocean with a single strike. If anything happens, or I'll be here to fix you up, alright? I'll protect you. You will. You do look like you'd take a shark bite to the face without flinching. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, okay. Alright, I'll trust Jian, ride the Moogle. She's got a nice swimsuit too. I'm hard to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Even the word. The Magrass are ready and waiting. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead. Gee, I trust you have our backs. Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise. The nice adventure is right here. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the posts from rotting, I wonder? The breeze was still so nice there. So nice up there. How different everything is. Degree Danya. Even a crab. I've never seen one like that in 12 Woods Rivers. Where? Oh, I missed it. I have to keep my eyes peeled. They had some at the beach? Now that sounds more my speed. I could doze off right to the sound of the waves. Swimming classes. Oh, how I would love to learn to swim. Learn how to swim. As long as we don't go too deep. Let's do it. Now that we've overcome this, we could do anything to jet or low. Are we supposed to be heading right for that massive ship? That's the Queen something or other. Oh, even it's amazing. I'm so glad we came. Yeah, see, nothing happened. Welcome. How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. Gil the Ras swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamin is so imposing up close it took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks to be having such fun playing in the sea. Honestly, you never know she'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy yourself like this. My pleasure. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Go on the same ride again might get a little stale. Perhaps it would be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think? Why, we can do anything you like, Evan. Even. We're perfectly at home on the high seas now, but maybe nothing too adventurous. That's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings pleasure cruise offer different activities, it might keep guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Gia? Well, let's see. A guide giving information about the local area. Some cold treats to snack on. Small handheld water cannons to drench your companion. A perilous course lined with bombs. Let's see. I would go for the water canyons. Or cannons, start canyons. Perhaps I would work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy scenery. someone was firing upon me for the entire cruise. Yeah, you'll be fine. Come on, even. Be such fun. Don't tell me you're afraid of getting wet. Yeah, I mean, it's raining and everything already. As we have everything set up, we can always tailor the experience for different guests. Preston can offer the water cannons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? A guide, cold treats, a perilous course with bombs. It couldn't possibly be any more fun. Okay, so I can guess and go, everyone. Let's go with the bombs. Bombs? Nani? The poor Mughals will pop, and we'll all be swallowed by the sea. Yeah, bombs at the Moonfire Faire? Surely not. Don't worry, that's just the adventure sense of humor. Any other ideas? Some cold treats. There are sweets made of ice. That sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways. Indeed, footsteps may not be a good fit for the watery wings pleasure cruise. The refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated, so as long as we're not prone to spilling. Any other ideas? A guide. That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol. On the way here, everything is so unlike Redania. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna too. Yes, a leisurely chat may make the experience even more relaxing. It seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? No, that's it. Well, that's a given. But that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Come on, Even. Let's go and look around the Queen Lamin. Have you seen that giant water slide? Don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the Queen. Would you mind letting Hermida know how things went? Hey, the rain stopped. Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. It sounds like the fireworks have started too. But that's not the end of the quest yet. And there are the fireworks. Let me complete the quest. Sounds like those Gardenian lasses had a grand old time. As did you, by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here I've secured an inflatable monograph for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of Costa del Sol summer with you wherever you go. If I know adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask. Just remember safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away to the ends of the universe, you see it's like board spurts fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Wings pleasure cruise. If you've the time and inclination to escort some more guests, the help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old mog raft for a spin myself and admire the Queen from a more intimate angle. So I'm just saying I could do it again or something? Is there something else I can get? Or I could just buy this stuff. Outdoor furnishing. I don't have a house, but I'll just buy it. Just to have it. Let me see if this has any extra scenes. And if it doesn't, I'll just skip it. How are you enjoying the fair, Gia? Fancy a jaunt? On the Watery Wings pleasure cruise? Of course you do. Man on the coast sent word that some folks turned up looking to ride the Montcrass. And when they heard they'd be joined by an adventurer, they requested you by name. You know the place. Just along the shore from Costa del Sol. Head down there when you're ready, and make sure your friends enjoy the ride. Oh, it's some guy. Boring. Gia, thank you for agreeing to escort our next guest. They were quite insistent that you be the one to join the ball. It's not him. He's the chaperone. Please be some cute girls. Their identity? Yes, they were quite distinctive. A piratical pair. 3 esteemed figures in the Adventurers Guild. Or let's do the pirate pair. I see. Some dude and a cute girl. Rose Wen. Listen, dear. Parvalen, you springless cod. This is a challenge. A test of your courage. Did you have any under that popped-up shirt? Don't you get any funny ideas, hear me? How do you like my pirate accent? I dare say the entire beach heard you. Though I remain skeptical that a seasoned pirate should find anything in these shallows to test their mettle, unless some matter of ambush lies in wait. The siren is as foolish as she is boorish. If she believes her transparent ploy will lower my guard. Not a word of this to anyone, Scrag, or I'll cut your blammin' tongue for me, stew. Time to see what you're made of. Yeah, really, liver fop. Keep their eyes on me. Indeed, I must observe her keenly till I can discern her true motive. Thus compelled to look upon her unrefined visage. 'Tis a test of endurance rather than courage. What's with that look? Keg your eyes, pal, your gaping face. Pay more attention to your surroundings. Your surrounds. Unless you wants me to haul your arse out of the brine. I would rather a watery grave than accept the hand of siren, and I rather suspect I could simply stroll back to the shore. Still, the fair is remarkably peaceful this year. 'Tis well given the Krakens, provided our financial backing. Right, I can just imagine me girls and their little ones splashing about. Not a bad life. Sorry excuse for a pirate like yourself could stand to have a few lessons. Misplaced concern, for you'll find I'm quite adept in be his start in style. Your form, however, no doubt resembles a half-submerged brigand. We seem to be nearing the end of our course. And I can't say there's been much need for courage thus far. Speak for yourself. Me arts racing. Well, I failed to see how pleasant ride around a coast was a test of anything more than a patience. More than my patience. Perhaps inspecting the outfitting of the Queen Lamin would be more valuable use of my time, if you would excuse me. Did you hear that? Pleasant, he says. I'd best think of me ye next challenge. Right. If the coward's got the stones to face me. All right. I guess the other one isn't, I guess there's one more to do. So let me do the adventurers one. Oh, hey. I don't know who you guys are. Oh, wait. They're from the, they're the innkeepers, or not the innkeepers, the ones... Yeah, the Adventurers Guild. NPCs, so... How lovely to see you. Barderon invited Momodi and I to experience the Lindosian summer. As you can see, we're quite enjoying ourselves. She looks really nice in her little swimsuit. Can't say the same for these two. Just kidding. Hold on, Gridania. A good ways from the city. So the trip to the coast makes a nice change of pace. I feel like a young girl again here. You mean you're not a young girl? I know the day about the city is nothing new for old Baderon, so I'll be sitting on the Queen's deck with a flagon. Old ale for company while you ladies enjoy the cruise. Because there's only 3 rafts. Obviously. I'd best not have so much fun that I topple in. I don't much fancy being left behind by the raft. With you joining us, I feel quite at ease. It was sweet of you to suggest I take the front, but I hope I'm not blocking the view. I can think of none better suited to lead. Besides, I'm happier keeping an eye on things back here. Mion, dear, you might need to duck around here. What is an adventure without a little danger? How beautiful! If only I could take this view back to the Carline canopy. Shall we commission a partner? A painter? I did think of the perfect spot on the quicksand's walls. How novel! Perhaps I should consider setting up something similar. Canopy patrons to soak up the forest air. They really do seem to love the sun around here. Although it's nighttime right now. You might not expect it of a desert girl, but I'm a strong sliver. Nothing clears the head like a few laps of the Goblet's Pool. In that case, how about a little race? I've swum the rivers of the Twelveswood since I was a girl, so I can hold my own. Let the Queen Lamin. I did hope Balderon isn't too bored, sitting up there all wise lonesome. But I think you would enjoy the cruise. We must insist he join us. always pictured the sea as raging and tempestuous. What a delight to find it has a gentle side too. A refreshing change of scenery, to be sure. Wasn't it just lovely? And now I'm dying to sample the Lamotion drinks. Gotta be keeping an eye on the competition. Now that I can help you with. Now that I can help you with. And my first flagon were all the fighter for the view. Always a pleasure to see my friends enjoying themselves. And all more so when it's your old backyard. Thanks for shouting interrupts, yeah. Sorry I can't read your dialogue. Okay, so that's the summer event. Just a short tour of some NPCs. Now let's take a look at some PCs and their outfits. This guy's just relaxing. So is this guy. Oh, and here are those, the first ones to do the ride. Cannons, slides, cocktails, oh, everything looks so frightening. Although everyone seems to be having fun, even hurling through the air or plunging into the ocean. They must really trust the adventurers to keep them safe. If you don't try, you never know. I'll give everything a go as long as Bevan comes too. Thanks a dear for escorting us earlier. I didn't want to admit it in front of Lo, but I was pretty nervous myself. Once I heard that the Adventurers Guild would send someone to protect us, I worked up the courage to sight us up. I'm so glad I did. I'll tell everyone in Gridania what a fantastic time we had. And we'll definitely be back for our next Moonfire Faire. I always wanted to introduce people to the ocean, but more than anything, I just love seeing the fair full of smiling faces. Thanks again for your help. If you're itchy to take another cruise yourself, I imagine plenty more guests will be looking for an escort. Nice outfit. So there's a jumping puzzle kind of thing here. I never did it myself, just I don't know. I suck at it, I guess. She looks nice. Just bathing in the sun here. I guess the sun's coming out now. So let's do one cannon ride here. Oh, it does to another part. Nice. So this is new for this year. Guess it's just a decoration, nothing to do here, really. Oh, looks really nice. Alright, so I'm gonna take a break here, and when I come back, I'm gonna continue with the Endwalker story. So, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so let's continue with Endwalker. Last time, I have no idea what happened. So let's just get into it. Maybe I'll remember something. From here, we follow the path northwards to Notinus. There we find one of the news which facilitate travel between the islands of Alpus. First-time travelers must be accompanied by someone with the requisite permission, which I have previously been granted, or you only need to use the device together once, and henceforth you will have leave to use it freely. Okay, so I'm going to another part of the island. So overall story, the final days is still imminent on Eorzea. So I guess I'm trying to find a way to stop it. Notonus. This news will take us to Kalimilios, Zephyros, the Western Island. Step this way, we could soon admire the view from above. Yeah, I want to start reading the dialogue, but as you can tell, some of the words, some of the terms are a bit hard to pronounce.
Sate, ここが第2の区画、ゼピュロスの喝采だよ。この区画にはいくつかの保管、実験施設と観測拠点であるポイエテンオイコスがあったはずだ。そのあたりを巡ってヘルメスの仕事ぶりを。おや？オレイアスじゃないか。かわいいね。
I don't think they're very kawaii. But that's just me.
おい、また何か来たぞ。
ああ、あれは新種のサメだね。先日イデアを登録したばかりのものだ。サメは海洋生物の中でも人気が高い。亜種を作ろうと挑むものが絶えなくてさ。最初はもちろん順当な考え方をされていたよ。大きさの違いだとか、異なる海域への適性を持つとかね。けれどそれにとどまらず、挑戦者たちは空飛ぶサメを作り、賢いサメを作った。頭の数を増やし、今回のあれは手足ときた。わお、すごい。まるで無意味だ。他にやるべきことを探すようにって言いたいくらいだったけど、最終的には執念を買って承認ってことに。
It's funny that part wasn't translated, huh?
危なかった。怪我はありませんでしたか？あら、あなたたち。
ベーネス様、まさかこんなところで会えるなんて。
Oh, this is, I know this name from Final Fantasy 12. Isn't she like Heidelin? Yeah.
この前、過去に14人委員会に属した者は、ほとんどが退任とともに星に帰っていると言っただろ 彼女はそのほとんどに含まれない稀有な例だ。かつて座にあり、それを譲った後もこうして活動している。ベーネス、前代のアゼムを務めた人物だよ。
お久しぶりですね。会えて嬉しいわ。ヒュトロダイウス、東大のエメトセルクも。でもあなた、また眉間のシワが深くなったのではありませんか？まだ若いのに。あまり顔をしかめてばかりではいけませんよ。
あなたの後任が随分大変とてもやんちゃなもので。
まあ、あの子は元気？
相変わらずですよ。この前なんて噴火間近の火山に突撃したりして。お聞きになります？
ええ、よければ後でぜひ。それからそちらのあなたは？もしや今よりも先の時間、つまりは未来から来たのではありませんか？
Why, yes, I am. Or yes, I have.
あなたに私の紡いだ魔法がかけられているのを感じます。けれどそんなことをした覚えはない。となればかけたのは今より先の私ではないかと。
ちなみにどんな魔法なんですか？
旅人のための守りです。あらゆる状況でエーテルの変質を防ぎます。
It sails right like the blessing of light. Does it protect you from enthrallment by primals by any chance?
心当たりがあるようですね。守りの魔法は数あれど、あなたにかかっているそれは私の術式で間違いないでしょう。
だからといって未来から来たなどといくらなんでもありえない。
未来のことを、あなたのことを話してはいけない？
君が帰ってくるここは、あくまで終末が起きたという歴史をたどった世界。過去で何をしたところで悲劇をなかったことにはできない。
It was really hard to see. I can't, have a bad eyesight.
そう。あなたが戻る未来は変わらないけれど、私たちが別の歴史を歩む可能性があると。いいですね、それ。まだ誰も検証していない領域に挑むの。私は好きですよ。それに、どんな事実を知っていたとて、未来は訪れる瞬間までわからないものです。心配していただくことでもないかと。何より、わざわざここを訪れたのには、相応の大事な理由があるのでしょ。よければ、話してみてはもらえませんか？
まったく。それが本当なら、とんだ事情を隠していたものだな。私も 14人委員会としてしっかり聞かせてもらうぞ。
ひとまず落ち着ける場所に移動しましょうか。私はエルピスで働く古い知人からの依頼を受けて数日前からここに滞在しています。この先のポイエテンオイコスに館を借りているので、そこへ向かいましょう。大丈夫。この出会いはきっと間違いじゃないわ。そうでなければこんな分かりやすい目印をつけて過去の自分の近くに向かわせたりしません。わかりますよ。他でもなく私の考えですもの。
My apologies, but before we move along, my colleague has tasked me with the matter, which I ran out of unresolved. It involves finding a certain concept in gray crystal, and a quick-fingered Orias that which made off with it. In Orias, as you say, I think we might have seemed culprit before being distracted by the business with that shark. Would you like us to follow its ethereal trail? That, of course, would lead us... That would, of course, lead us only to the Orias. There's no guarantee that it dropped its stash away to Cresto as you seek. Please, even that much would be enormously helpful. While you are hunting down a thief, I can follow behind and scour the forest floor just in case. Can I ask you to join the search? I would appreciate a pair of eyes to cover the lane to the west of here. Many thanks. The small bridge leading to the Oitin Oikos. Let's meet up there once we've exhausted our efforts. Yes, so Venice, or Venat, whatever it is that ghostly thing in Final Fantasy 12 that helps the villain. Oh wow, look at that thing. So I've actually seen like a giant one of these in Evans Ward, like a notorious monster or something. Rare spawn. Now they made him into regular monster mobs. So I'm supposed to find this crystal. Oh my god, there it is. Sheesh. Searching forever for this damn thing. Their last searcher returns. I'm afraid the Uris no longer had the crystal, nor was I able to find it. I don't suppose you fared any better. Yes, I have it. The scintillating crystal upon which is stored some manner of esoteric concept. Wonderful. Now I can focus on your tale without that missing concept nagging on my mind. Have you always had a knack for finding things? I've often been asked to do so. Traveling and searching go hand in hand. Some of us seem destined to always be searching for ourselves and for others. A while ago, when I held a seat at SM, I was forever checking back and forth across the star in search of answers of people's problems. Naturally, the need for such journeys has lessened considerably since I entrusted the position to my whimsical successor. I'm so eager to come writing should an old acquaintance or new interests require my personal attention. That is what brings me to Elpis. In fact, many times has my presence been requested, my opinions sought concerning the habitat of this or that creation. Agreed to help locate the missing crystal was a minor distraction, which now promises to become a major revelation. How strange and wonderful it is the way one thing leads to another. When do you agree? Sure, whatever. I don't know. Let's just go. Thank you again for your timely help. Now then it's time I return to stolen property. You would go on ahead to my accommodation. I will join you soon. As soon as I have attended to that task, follow the path straight ahead to the building up top of the slope. I had the entire place to myself so I can speak without fear of being disturbed or overheard. Yeah, let's do some more talking, I guess. Welcome to my temporary abode. Please make yourself at home while I put on some tea.
いい香りですね。ほっとする。
お菓子もあればよかったのですが、旅暮らしの癖が抜けなくて。お茶のおかわりならいくらでも。お湯は温かいまま保っていますから。ゆっくりでいい。聞かせてもらえますか
？A calamity called the final days has befallen the world. The world has sundered, broken into shards. Mankind is being forced to flee the star.
Junを追って話してみろ。
Everyone's sitting so far apart. Sit closer, man. And they're not drinking the tea. I'm surprised I remembered all this. My character has a really good memory.
Da.
そうだね。正直、想像すらつかない部分も多いよ。ベーネス様はどう思います？
最初の週末がいつどうして起こったのかが正確でない以上ですから、全て真実であるという前提に立って 大衆と14人委員会が選んだ道、それに反してハイデリンを作り出す理由を。もちろんその時になってみないとわからないことも多いでしょうが、何かもう少しそうするしかなかった要因があるように思えるのです。それからなぜあなたにエルピスの花を知るべにしろと言ったのか。花そのものや追う過程が大事だったとも考えられますが、あなたがここへ至っている以上、エルピスという場所にもきっと何かがある。それが何なのか、私はあなたに何をすべきなのか。
そっちについてはこうも考えられませんか？彼女たちの歴史においては、終末は不可避となり、もう星から逃げるしかない。せめてその未来について私たちに伝えておくことで、別の歴史が生じる可能性を作りたかったとか。
確かに理屈としてはあり得る話です。けれどそれが主たる目的なら、わざわざエルピスに誘導する理由がない。留守である可能性を考慮しても、私の家にするか14人委員会のいるアーモロートを選ぶ方が賢明でしょう。
They're not
まあ
drinking the
そうか。
tea.
彼女はそのハイデリンってものから向かうべき時を指定されたわけじゃない。となれば、私たちと出会えるかどうかは重要じゃなかったというわけですね。
あるいはこの偶然とも思える出会いが果たされることに何らかの根拠を持ってかけていたのかもしれませんが。
パズルをしようにも重要なピースが足りてないみたいだ。
確かな事実があるとすれば、終末が聞いた通りのものならば、それは私にとってかけがえのないものを焼き払おうとしています。そんな事象を前にして長い時間も費やして用意した手段が逃げるだけ。普通ならまず終末を完全に退ける方法を考えるはずでしょう。
それは14人委員会でも果たせなかったことですし、不可能だと考えたのでは？
私は不可能を信じていない。ハイデリンが私なのであれば。
よくもまあ、こんな妄言に出てくる自分を本当に自分だと思えたものだな。私は納得していない。できるものか。この良き時代がそんなわけのわからない終わりを迎えるだと。大体そいつの語る私はおよそこの私とかけ離れているじゃないか。同胞たちがゾディアークに命を捧げたとして星のためであったなら人として誇るべきことだ。だというのに私がありし日の町を模しただと。そんなものは彼らの行いへの冒涜だろう。お前をそこに招き入れた理由も全く理解ができない。自ら計画失敗の要因を作ったようなものじゃないか。確かにこの時代の復活なんてものを背負わされると思うと嫌で嫌で仕方がない。腹の底からうんざりする。だが自分からそれを投げ出すような真似を私がすると。
Sorry, man, that's the truth. You're a bad guy.
随分と侮ってくれたものだな。よまいごとはもう十分だ。私は仕事に戻る。二度と邪魔をするな。
エメトセルク、ちょっと待ってよ。
もう一つ聞かせてください。ここまでエルピスを見てきて何か気になったことはありませんでしたか？
Dynamis is the key to all this. Hermes and Meteor are somehow involved. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I guess it's Dynamis, I don't know.
デュナミス。エーテルとは異なる力ですね。ええ、私も専門ではありませんが理解はしています。そして局長であるヘルメスがメーティオンを作るにあたってそれを研究していると。そうと決まれば行動あるのみです。今はまだ欠けているピースがきっとこの地にある。それを手にしたとき、未来の私が描いた絵の全容が。私にもどうか協力させてください。大丈夫。彼が私の知るアゼムから聞かされた通りの彼ならば。
Shall we begin our investigations? I am acquainted with Hermes, of course, but only as a visitor. Received by the chief overseer of Helpus. Of the man himself, I know only that which is common knowledge. Thus I suggest we fall back on the tried and true method of conversing with the locals. The observers who live here can surely tell us more of Hermes and Meteon, and have a good idea where we might begin. See the woman standing in front of yonder building? Her name is Mean. She is the one who made arrangements for my stay in Opus, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. Greetings, my friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, anything to be of service. What kind of person is Hermes? I can only answer from my own experience, but I would describe him as a quiet man, reserved, you might say. Occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. The man is a walking archive when it comes to life forms. He discusses each species in incredible detail, and is leading authority on concepts with the power of flight. It's no secret that she is highly unusual familiar. Of late, the chief often makes his rounds with her like a mother hen raising her chick. I understand that she is able to read emotions that can be engaged directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. We trust him. I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for years, though I cannot say we are close. He's never withheld information to the detriment of our duties. Forgive us, we seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else that could tell us more about Meiteon? That will be to Miles. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts, and is more eager to discuss the subject. If I'm collecting observations on the banks and stream, somewhere to the east. Oh, and what do you take particular joy in rambling discourse? I just suggest you keep your questions concise. Think nothing of it. If there's aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Alright, so I'm going by myself. Keep your voice down, you'll startle the birds. What do you think of Chief Hermes' foreign creatures? Or creations? Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continues. Unabated? What sets the chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that fly so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know none save he can conceive of such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all else are dumbfounded by his genius. Why not mimic his process? Meiteon too is a marvel. My opinion of that matter would be superficial at best. Despite my admiration for Meiteon as a concept, I've never delved too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know she has a gift for communicating the emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Fairy should choose to submit Meiteon's concept to the Bureau of Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny? Otherwise, he call his creation before this. That step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. You know of Dynamis and teller keys. I could tell you more of Meiteon's nature if you like. No, did I not just explain how I was frowned upon? I couldn't possibly circumvent conventional practice by. But you're sharing such information on the hopes of receiving a constructive opinion on the application of advanced creating techniques, then I would be practically obligated to. Oh. And he starts to ramble. So you see, ethically, I have no choice but to allow you to disclose Meiteon's lesser-known qualities. Dynamis and Pentateuchis. Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Alpus which exhibited properties of one or the other? Must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. You know how they relate to meteorite design. Then why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you saw my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. I finished my own investigations not long ago. I see, even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meiteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answers. Hermes' colleagues viewed Meiteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. At present, the strongest link we have to the Fire Days is the power of Dynamis, and the Endwalkers which can control her. Yet most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms. They don't study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Thus, I'm inclined to stay on the current course at Moonfire and learn all we can about the Chief Overseer as familiar. Yet on that subject, was there aught else of note you could tell me about Meiteon, aside from our unorthodox method of communication? There are many more like her. She has sisters. She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars and search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? Well, I wasn't aware she had sisters either, so I don't know. Apparently my character knows. So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetia crystalline, not far from here. Let's follow the path to the west. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. By the way, this is the mount that we got. Very cute. This tower and the one further along are both part of the Peripetia crystalline, the facility where they achieve all of Pelthas's observational and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces, which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two Aikaidists have to share. You can find someone to speak with over at the tower. I should join you there soon. You have questions for me? Certainly, just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. No, you must talk to me now. I demand answers. Indeed, so if you can provide a comprehensive log of these behaviors, we should then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was it you wish to speak with me about? Can't you just say, what do you want? So many words. The Chief Overseer's personal research project, but that I assume you mean Meiteon. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past not seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I can't tell you exactly when Meiteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Well then, you're useless. Why did I come here? Although I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Gawain shared with me. Darlene is my partner and fellow researcher here. He can help us. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Maciar in Heaven's Ward, a host of them. For several days she would speak of that scene with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she has ever witnessed. Some of the story I should like to hear. But I already turned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. As you see, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of this site, which so delighted your Gavin? Of course. Or you could hear it from her lips directly. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metabasios Tharlasai. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creatures hunt and play, gazing upon the salty waters of the world's potions, recreated in such sublime detail. And as you must find similar joy indulging your boundless curiosity. Even as such pursuits must continue and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. 'Tis a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered, but wisdom you accumulated through your travels as a Zim. And what would Elthas be without your earlier academic work? The theories you've developed served as basis of many techniques still used in today. Man is a creature of contemplation, but night embodied the nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. Okay, whatever, get on with it. My goodness. I will be honored. Shall we take this opportunity to meet with David in person? I mean, or you can just tell us and save us the time. Whatever. And allow me to reconfigure the door to the archives here. It will take you up to the Skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts from the ground. Why are there monsters here anyway? I thought this was supposed to be a peaceful, experimental zoo or something. I don't know. Oh, so I can't jump off. Haha. Mistress, I was not told to expect. We have prepared an official welcome. Oh, this is not Galen. Come on, hurry up. Where is she?
風が心地いい。それにとても綺麗。あなたのいた未来の世界も変わらず美しいですか？
Well, not anymore. As beautiful as ever. Some parts, yes, others not so much. More beautiful here. I'm gonna be real with you. Not everything is great.
あら、それはどういう意味かしら。怪しい場所や恐ろしい場所があるということなら、むしろ非常に興味がありますが。よければ待つ間にあなたの旅の話を聞かせてください。ここに至った経緯については教えてもらいましたが、今度はもっと取り留めのないあなただけの旅の話を。ハイデリンの目的を明らかにするため、未来の世界を知りたいという意図もありますが、何より同じ旅人として興味があるのです。知らない場所に行った人から話を聞きたいと思うのは私たちの佐賀でしょ。
I guess that was, me telling her about, Hiroshima font.
そんなことがあるだなんて、はあ、私も見てみたかった。なんて不自由で厳しい世界。けれどそこに生きる人々のなんと愛しいことでしょう。人はそんな風にもなれる。可能性の輝きは彼方でもやっぱりきらめき続けている。ありがとう。とびきり素敵なお話でした。先ほども少し話に出ていましたが、私はもともと世界の成り立ちを追い求める学者だったのです。エーテルとは何？物はどうしてこんな形をしているの？私たちの始まりは？世界はそういった謎に満ちている。いくつかにはそれらしき答えを出しもしました。けれど突き詰めていくほどに驚きは増すばかり。世界の法則が今のようであり、私たちが存在していることはまさしく奇跡のような必然だったのです。遥か天地をめぐり移ろいながら悠久を渦巻く熱が、こうして私やあなたという形をとっている。それがどれほどの確率の出来事か思えば、想像できる範疇のことなんて何も不可能ではないように感じるのです。そう気づいた時、急激にこみ上げてきた思いが私の当たり前を打ち砕きました。何かとてつもなく大きなもの、運命だとかそういうものに命が、人が愛されているのだという感覚。同時にあまたの奇跡と不確定な可能性の上にある今がひどく脆いもののようにも思えました。私は誰かに、何かに会いたくなって思わず飛び出した。この瞬間に輝く世界を見て、聞いて、感じて、もっともっと知りたいと考えたのです。
Ah, she said the thing. Of course, the English translation didn't really say it, but yeah, she said the She said her quote.
それが遠い昔の旅の始まりでした。
What was the quote anyway? Hear, feel, think?
当たり前が取り払われた世界は何もかもが新鮮でとても美しかった。眼前に広がる地平、吸い込まれるような空、静かだけれど力強い自然の息遣い、それらの合間に人の営みが明かりを灯し、ことの葉を響かせる。何より出会う人そのものがたまらなく好きだった。だから皆のためにできることをしていたら帰るに帰れなくなってしまったのです。もしかしたら未来の私もハイデリンも探し続けているのかもしれませんね。生きる理由ではなく死ぬことができる理由を。多くの可能性を持ち、故にこそ時に迷える人を、もう大丈夫だと思える瞬間を。この星の未来に生きるあなた、未だ人の行く末を問い手放せずにいる私にどうか答えて。あなたの旅は良いものでしたか？
すみません、遅くなりました。お待たせしてしまって本当にごめんなさい。観察対象がこんな時に限って暴れちゃって。
お仕事お疲れ様です。おかげでのんびり話もできましたから気にしないで。
ありがとうございます。それで私に聞きたいことというのは？
実はヘルメスの作ったメイティオンに興味があるのです。あなたは大勢の彼女が飛ぶところを見たとか。
なんだ、そのことでしたか。ええ、しっかと見ましたとも。あの日は夜の観察があったので六曜院を出たのが夜半過ぎだったんです。なんとなく星空を見上げながら歩いていたら、南東の方角に天へと昇る逆さまの流星がピカッといくつか立て続けに流れていったものだから、私もっとよく見えるところを探してこの島の端まで行ったんです。そしたら少し先の島にヘルメスとたくさんのメイティオンたちがいて、そのメイティオンたちが夜空へと飛んでいく姿が逆さまの流星の正体だったんです。
なるほど。それについてヘルメスと話をしたことは？
あまりに綺麗な光景だったので、翌日すぐにどんな設計で何のために飛ばしているのか聞きに行ったんです。でもまだ個人的な実験の途中だから情報を共有する段階にないって言われちゃって。だから私も話してもらえる日を待ってるところなんです。ヘルメスは今も時折あの浮島に行っているようですから、実験自体は進んでいるんじゃないかと思いますよ。
状況はよくわかりました。お伺いしたかったのはそれだけです。
いえいえ、同じことを気にしている方に会えて嬉しかったです。あ、このまま下に降りますか？でしたら扉をおつなぎしますけど。
ではお言葉に甘え。
I'm still not sure who Heideling is. She said it's her future self. I'm not sure what that means, though. Guess we'll find out. Man, for what we learned thus far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others. Which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. What? Really? Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter the more likely possibility. Proceeding out of the assumption, our next step should be to divine why or even if he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes set forth the Metia. If we're fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives his research. Jolene said she spied them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. We stand at that same vantage point. It should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look. Okay, way over there. Now, fair chicken. If I were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? What about that one? Have you the means to fly? It's quite a distance away. Inconvenient, but hardly an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. Oh, this freaky-looking dog. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Gia over here? To carry Gia here over to that island. Stubborn creature. There's no place on this great star we are not to get a traveling. And still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Mario says rather accepting strangers, I'm afraid. What? You've ridden him before? Ah, you're before me, or I after. Not at all confusing. Interesting, to certainly not unthinkable. Why can't I just ride with you? And, you know, can it not carry both of us? Well, speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in the sparring match. What? Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in a battle. And you should convince Vargas that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say me, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield. I will do what I must. And if this memory turns out to be a bad one, I'm ready. Let's go. I admire your confidence. Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will wait you at the clearing over yonder. How will this over, dog? Let's do samurai, since I'm stronger. I don't think it would be a tough battle, though. Right? I'll not go easy on you.
ではお互いに手加減なしでいきましょう。
Not sure if I remember how to play. I think I do. Was I supposed to block that? I wasn't paying attention.
切り分かつ。
I haven't played samurai in so long. Oh shit. Uh, oh, dang it. Still's hard to see. Oh, dang it. Maybe I should do, maybe I shouldn't do melee. Healer would be too slow. I could do red mage. I'll do normal. I don't want to do easy just yet.
ではお互いに手加減なしでいきましょう。 切り分かつ。
Oh, dang it. Oh, come on. Maybe I should stay close. Alright, this is not going good at all. Oh my god. You're trying to be kidding me. Okay, maybe melee is better. Hold on. Paladin, maybe?
ではお互いに手加減なしでいきましょう。 切り分かつ。 切 切り分かつ。
I'm not doing much damage, but I'm assuming I don't.
これで畳みかけます。
I'm assuming I don't actually kill her, obviously.
容赦はしません。
I also haven't played Paladin in a long time.
これならどうです？
Ouch, come on.
押し切れないか。でも簡単には勝たせませんよ。 行きますよ。
What the heck?
「まだまだ次は真っ向勝負です。
It looks like I might have to defeat her entire health bar. Are you kidding me? My gosh.
頃合いですね。最後の試練を課しましょう。
Oh no. No. Come on. No, shoot. many are there? How many of these are there? Oh crap. Is that it? 71? No. Limit break. Oh, I survived.
未来の旅人もしたたかですね。十分です。手合わせはここまでにしておきましょう。
Well, thank goodness. My god, that was hard.
「膝くらいはつかせるつもりでいたのですが、甘かったですね。
It was your intent to kill me? Come on.
確かアゼムと手合わせした時もそうでした。あなたといい彼女といい、私の半分も生きていないのにたくましいこと。でもあなたの冒険がそれだけ、言葉で語ってくれたのよりもずっと困難の連続だったということでしょう。お互いに実りの多い旅をしてきたようですね。 あら、あなたを乗せてくれる気になったのかしら。よかったですね。その子、一度懐いた相手のことは忘れませんよ。
Argus will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Matea made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' attention. My hope is that we'll find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. We might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us, rather than against us. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argus to catch the currents rising up from below, and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. Alright, so we'll have to wait till next time to see what Hermes' actual intention was. Right now, I'm gonna have to stop. So, yeah, I didn't get too much time. That's because I started reading the text instead of just reading it in my mind. I feel like reading it out loud helps me remember the story better. But it's also a little bit more fun for me. But yeah, I'll continue this next time. Good to be playing Final Fantasy 14 again. The summer event was not too bad. Got a new mount, that's nice. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. You guys have a good day. You guys have a good night. See you next time. Take care. Bye. う。